You know, there's a relationship that isn't too often talked about between the Immaculate Conception and another feast which the Church celebrates within the octave of the Immaculate Conception. Now, December 8th is the Solemnity of the Immaculate Conception, and then we, in the United States and certainly in Mexico, celebrate the memorial or feast, depending on where you are, of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Now, there are no coincidences with God or with the spiritual life. It's not a coincidence that the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe is celebrated within the octave of the Solemnity of the Immaculate Conception. What are the similarities? It's really interesting. Now, I'll tell you what I'm trying to do with these little segments we're giving you. I'm trying to stimulate, certainly try to teach you and help you grow in your faith, but I'm trying to stimulate you to be interested to research further. Today it's so easy. Just go on the internet. I mean, you're watching me, you have a computer and access to the internet. Do a Google search and put in the Immaculate Conception, Our Lady of Guadalupe. There's a wealth, an absolute wealth of information out there. Now, you have to be a little bit discerning and careful, because there's there's bad stuff out there too, and there's absolute wholesale nonsense out there too, masquerading even as Catholicism, and some of it is not. So, what are the similarities? Well, in both of these private revelations, now the Immaculate Conception is not a private revelation, but the Our Lady of Guadalupe, she came as a mother and revealed herself as the Immaculate Conception in Mexico when she appeared to Juan Diego. I am the Immaculate Conception. I am your mother. Also, many others, at Lourdes, many other of the revelations of our Blessed Mother. Two things: the Immaculate Conception and I am your mother. A most pure, absolutely sinless, pure, perfect spiritual mother. One of the most interesting aspects of the story of Our Lady of Guadalupe and what happened with Juan Diego was when Juan Diego went to the bishop and he was trying to explain to the bishop what Our Lady had said. When he mentioned a certain word, which, you know, we could say Guadalupe, but it really was very, very similar. To his Castilian ears, the bishop recognized the devotion that existed in Spain, where he had come from, and at the shrine, the Franciscan shrine of Extremadura. And that word, Guadalupe, and the word that in the native dialect of the Indians really meant savior from the devil. That's how she revealed herself to Juan Diego, with that word that we now say Guadalupe. But it really, that's interesting, savior from the devil. Kind of reminiscent of the 12th chapter of the book of Revelation, the woman clothed with the sun, with the moon at her feet, crown of 12 stars about her head. She's doing battle with the red dragon, the devil. And so this is one of those interesting things in the history of these devotions and realities. I encourage you to study these things. Our Lady is a warrior. Our mother protects her children. Now, how does this have practical application for us? It's huge. Now, I don't know about you, but I find that life can be a real battle, a real struggle. I need all the help I can get, morally and spiritually speaking. And I'll tell you, Our Lady is truly our spiritual mother. We have to cultivate not just devotion, but a relationship with our Blessed Mother. The enemy is real. I often have said that I don't have time to fiddle around with nonsense, people who do not accept the doctrine of the faith. I talk mainly to Catholics. Part of our faith involves the reality of this spiritual warfare. This is not a fiction. This is not mere medieval theology, outdated notions. No, this is real. The devil's real. His army is real. The battle he wages against humanity is real. And if you don't believe me, watch the 6 o'clock news. And you'll get an idea. This is real, all right. There's a lot of evil in the world. But of course, he's done his work. And like the great Archbishop Fulton Sheen used to say, if God is the one who says, I am who am, then the devil is the one who says, I am who am not. If the enemy can get us to believe he doesn't exist, he's home free. And sad to say, a lot of subjectivist, rationalist minds, many of them with lots of education, imagining themselves sophisticated, reject these things. And there are some of them in the church too. They say, oh, the devil doesn't exist. That's not real. Don't worry about that. He loves it. The enemy loves it. And so think with the church. Believe with the church. The Immaculate Conception. Magnificent dogma, doctrine, reality, truth of our faith. And we celebrate it December 8th. And Our Lady of Guadalupe on December 12th, our mother. Our mother. She is truly a mother, mother of the Americas, patroness of the unborn. And I can tell you that is so important today. This is one of the devil's greatest areas of attack on the unborn.